Now that we understand the basics around how we conduct keyword research, let's dive into the tools that will help us find more keywords and collect all the data we need. While there are quite a few tools out there, perhaps the one that gets the most use is the Google Keyword Planner. Not only does this tool provide a good measure on search volume, but improvements on keyword suggestion has made it a more favorable keyword research tool in the SEO community. And the best part about it is that it's free. An AdWords account is required to get access to the Keyword Planner. So even if you have no plans to use Google AdWords for advertising purposes, you can sign up for a free account and never spend a dime. From AdWords, you can then access the Keyword Planner from the Tools dropdown. After you log into the Keyword Planner, you'll be presented with 4 options. For our keyword research purposes, we're going to click on the first option, Search for New Keywords and Ad Groups. Before we do a search, though, let's take a look at some of the options we have available to us. Geographically, you can choose to see data for the entire world or just the locations you select. And you can also choose the language of your keyword results. There are plenty of other options and features here too, like a negative keywords filter that lets you tell Google which keywords not to include in your results. And you can also choose to filter your results for things like certain levels of competition or specific search volumes. Under Keyword Filters, though, you'll want to select Only Show Ideas Closely Related to My Search Terms, which will ensure that we're getting data that's really relevant for the keywords we're researching. Now, we're ready to get started, and there are a few ways we can do it. For now, though, we'll keep things simple and just type in iPhone cases and click on Get Ideas. Clicking on the Keyword Ideas tab, as you can see, the Google Keyword Planner is a great suggestion tool. From this one term, we start to discover that people are also searching for things like best iPhone cases, cheap iPhone cases, and spec iPhone cases. And we can also see just how many times these words are getting typed into Google. And note that if you've used any of the location filters, the average monthly searches will only show data for the locations you've selected. Right from this tool, you can also download a list of the raw data in CSV format, where you can work with the keywords offline in a tool like Excel. And it's important to remember that this tool was developed for AdWords advertisers, and there are more options that we haven't talked about here that have more to do with paid search advertising through the AdWords network, and not necessarily organic SEO. But I'd encourage you to spend some time with this tool and dig around for lots and lots of keyword ideas and data. Another great tool to get even more information about a keyword is Google Trends, which can be found at google.com/trends/explore. This lets you type in different keywords and see all kinds of information about how that keyword is being typed into Google searches over time. At the top of the page, you can filter this data by the type of search, geography, time period, and even category. Let's stick iPhone cases in here and see what we can learn. Here, we see a graph of how this term has been searched for over the years, along with key pieces of news that can help us figure out what might have caused certain spikes or troughs. Well, there's been a pretty good upward trend over the years across the world. Let's get a little more specific and select just the United States for the last 12 months. And let's compare it to the singular version of this keyword, iPhone case. Here, we can see exactly when our demand picked up. And we can see that more people are typing in the singular version than the plural. Scrolling down, we can see state-by-state interest through the heat map. And below that, we can even get more keyword ideas in the top and rising searches section. Putting some of these back into the Google Keyword Planner can start a whole new iteration of research. Using tools like the Google Keyword Planner and Google Trends allow us to discover new keywords and understand just what people are typing into search engines. This exploration and data collection is the backbone of our keyword research process and can provide us with wonderful insights and ideas around which keywords we'll focus on as part of our SEO strategy.